So today I'm in Long Island, New York, just outside of New York City here at the Roosevelt Field Mall. Roosevelt Field Mall was once the site of Roosevelt Field, an airfield that was named for Quentin Roosevelt, the youngest son of President Theodore Roosevelt. Quentin Roosevelt tragically was killed. He was shot down over France during World War I, and so they named the airport after him. The airfield was significant for more than just who it was named after. The likes of Amelia Earhart and Wiley Post took off and landed from this field. If I were to go out to the parking lot here and find Dr. Emmett L. Brown in his time-traveling DeLorean, we could go back to 1927 and see Charles Lindbergh take off from here on his way to Paris, France. My goals today aren't quite as lofty or as dangerous, but my odds of success I think are probably about the same. I'm going to go and search the mall, see if I can find a statue, historic marker, plaque, something, anything that marks the significance of this historic site, historic field. So I wandered around the mall here, stopped down at the information booth, and they directed me to the escalator here behind me. Underneath here, apparently there was a historic marker, and then downstairs below that another one. They had 4 at one time, then they were down to 2, and I talked to the mall management office, and according to them they were removed when they last remodeled the mall, and there's nothing there now. So I'm not quite as lucky as Lucky Lindy, but they did direct me to, there's another shopping mall down the road here. I'm going to head down to there. Apparently that's where Lindbergh actually left the ground from, and there's a statue or monument or something there. So we'll go find that. I found it! So this is the Source Mall. It's just down the road from the Roosevelt Field Mall. So this is apparently the spot where the plane actually took off from on its way to France that Charles Lindbergh was piloting. It's a really cool marker, and they planted these flowers and stuff in front of it, I think to make it look like it was rising up behind the flowers, but now they've grown up and so you can't really see it too well from in front of the flowers. Anyway, there's an effort here. It's sad enough that they built a mall over the airfield, but then to not have any historic markers down at the other one, that's just wrong. It's just wrong. That's like building a golf course at the Pad 39 complex at the Kennedy Space Center and then not putting up a little marker at the 9th tee. Whatever it is. Anyway, I'm not going to go in this mall. I don't think there's anything else in here. But because Roosevelt Field was here and then there were other airfields in the area, this area became known as the Cradle of Aviation. So, just down the road, there is the Cradle of Aviation Air Museum. I'm going to go check that out. See some real airplanes. So this turned out to be a pretty good airplane museum. I've been in a few. This one not too bad, way better than that stuffy old mall anyway. So I got to go back to work. Got to fly to Buffalo, New York later on today, and so they get upset if I get there late. So all right, till next time. So I came back to the monument where Charles Lindbergh took off from because I lost my little wide-angle lens that goes to my camera. Turns out it is right there. So I found that. So that's good.